Dr. John Snow and his contributions to anesthesia. Let's talk about one of the most iconic names in anesthesia history, Dr. John Snow. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Azam, academic head, consultant anesthesiologist, and critical care specialist at Bhagwan Mahavir Jain Hospital. Dr. John Snow was born in 1813 and he died in 1858. He was a physician whose work transformed how we practice anesthesia today. Dr. John Snow lived during the early mid 19th century. As I said, he was born on 15th March 1813 and he died on 16th June 1858. He was just 45 years of age. Despite of his short life, his contributions were monumental. So let's go over some of his key accomplishments. Now, although it says abolishing polio epidemic, his main contribution in the field of anesthesia is more notable. He was a royal anesthesiologist and gave labor analgesia using chloroform to Queen Victoria, not once but twice. She was a grand multi-para with 7 children. He administered chloroform to her during the birth of Prince Leopold in 1853 and Princess Beatrice in 1857. This success popularized anesthesia in obstetrics and helped overcome social and religious oppositions to its use. There is a beautiful anecdote here. The Queen Victoria delivered along with her daughter side by side. Reportedly said that without chloroform it would have been very difficult. And she even said every anesthesiologist should hear. Any anesthesiologist who is competent enough to manage labor should take labor analgesia seriously. Let us now talk about his legacy. Dr. John Snow is considered one of the founding fathers of anesthesia. His approach was scientific. He helped move anesthesia from trial to evidence based medicine. He opened the paradigm of massive shift in thinking and that created more of evidence based anesthesia. So his achievements, he was a pioneer of inhalation anesthesia. He was one of the first physicians to administer ether and chloroform to humans for surgical anesthesia. But he did not stop there. He went on to developing precise dosage methods and studied the physiological effects of these agents. The third invention, he invented inhalers. He designed precise vaporizers that allowed controlled delivery of ether and chloroform. And what's amazing is these inhalers were technologically ahead of their times and were considered models for safety. The fourth, he also published a lot of foundational texts, right? Some of his most well-known works are on inhalation of vapor of ether in surgical operations. He also published on chloroform and other anesthetics which were published in 1858. Those works laid a scientific foundation for modern anesthesia practice. So that Dr. John Snow just not a historical figure but a trailblazer who shaped the way we practice safe anesthesia even today. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, happy learning, best wishes. See you on my website www.barcdrazam.com. Thank you so much.